Hello and welcome. So today I'm inviting you into my back garden for a garden tour. I'm Diane, a gardener located in Central California. My gardening zone is 9B. Today I invite you to grab a cup of coffee and let's walk around my garden. This area here is a seating area created last summer, end of summer. This furniture I actually found at a Habitat for Humanity. I like to pop in there once in a while and just see what they have. It's a hit or miss with them. But I walked in one day and it was sitting there with the tag still on it. So I got a great deal and I helped a good organization. So it was a win-win. Back around here, there's some boxwoods that need a little touch up, a little trim, but I'm gonna wait. Got this water feature that I got from Amazon. It's not very big, but it provides really nice sound. And it's a great touch. I love it. For my kitchen window, this is the view that I get. I get to see the water feature, the angel, and the little pop of that birdhouse I think is really cute. So as we come around this way, we'll get started over here. So looks like the sun is just coming up. How pretty is that? But I want to point out this bougainvillea. It is so pretty. It's trailing above this fence here, and it is just a blooming, spectacular show. That pretty magenta color. I love that. Here I have an Italian cypress, just standing tall right there. I feel like it anchors that corner very well. A little hedge of boxwoods here. This orange tree I just planted just a few months ago and super excited because there's already oranges. So my backyard is very private. It has this tall privacy with these oleanders. These oleanders were trained into tree form. So I think that they are just beautiful. They bloom for so long. They are messy, so I would not suggest putting them near a pool. I find that the petals on the floor almost look staged, right? It's like I went this morning and kind of sprinkled petals on the ground for you. I do love that purple plum tree there. In between the green and the white, that pop of purple I think is a very nice contrast. So let's get back over to this side. So back to where we were, the orange tree. Then we have some Dianella right there, the green and white. I love that natural, airy look to that. I have quite a bit of Dianella actually back here. I don't like the blooms. It gives off these little spears or these little tiny, I don't like those. I do cut those off. I just like it for the foliage. There's some African daisies there that kind of give a pop of some flower and color. Some sweet potato vine. Another boxwood. And then a boxwood here in this pot. Those are impatiens in that little pot. So this backyard was full sun. Super hot, super sunny. And with the growth of the oleanders and the addition of trees that I've put in my backyard, I am mostly shade now, especially this area here. It gets a little bit of morning sun and then it's shade all afternoon. So this hedge, I've planted foxtail ferns. I got this idea when I was at downtown Disney at a restaurant, and they had a planter that was just foxgloves. And I love foxgloves, always have. And I thought, oh my gosh, I know exactly where I'm gonna duplicate that. So these were planted early summer, and they're, doing well. They like this spot. So I can't wait to see those foxgloves just spill over that divider, which this divider is just blocks that I bought at Lowe's, and I just set them down one in front of the other. Literally, that's all I did. And it just provides a nice clean hedge. It was a real finishing touch. And the geese there, I found those at a local garden center. More Dianella. This here is a Venus dogwood, and it is struggling. It's been here for I think 2 years now, and the heat is getting to it. Not necessarily the sun, because it doesn't get much sun here, but the heat. You can see that it's just frying the leaves. Now I can probably assist it better with giving it more water, so I will try to do a better job with that. But this, when it blooms, those blooms are just so pretty. I like that the oleanders are multi-trunk. I just feel that is so pretty like that. This plant here, Japonica, is happy here as well. This area here is where I have my morning coffee. It is probably my most enjoyed spot for me personally. Got some pots here. This is a camellia with some daisies and vinca. As we go here, there's more little tiny boxwood. So this early summer, I decided, because I already had these boxwoods here up till that point, and it was so pretty, and I was thinking, you know what, how would it look if it just kept going? So this summer, our local garden center had a sale, and I finished the wall. So we'll see how long it takes for it to fill in. Shouldn't be too long, but I think that'll be really pretty to have that hedge. This is some sort of cedar. I don't know, it's been here forever. This is another Japonica, and this is so pretty. I'll try to find the name of it, of this variety. I want to say it's something spider, but I love that variegated green and white. That was just a rare find at one of our local garden centers, and I like that variation. So let me kind of give you a view here. Oh, the sun is starting to come up. So I'll get back to here. So this here is one of the oleander trees that I cut down. I cut down two, so one here and one there, so that the purple plum tree would have room to fill in, because they were kind of too close to each other. But it's going to create just a little bush here, one on each side. This is a white iceberg rose. It doesn't bloom as much as it probably could if it were in full sun, but I do like the pop of white when it is in bloom. Another foxtail, another Dianella. This one I put in a pot. Can you see if it was in the ground, how it would just be down, but putting it in the pot added some height and filled in a pretty gap right there. And then this is a redbud tree. And these are the ones that have the really pretty purple blooms in the spring. Sprinklers just came on. I've got a problem with that one there. I got to fix that. So this is my St. Teresa, and this was a gift from my daughters. I love her. And then this is a Rose of Sharon hibiscus. I believe this one is the Minerva. Look how pretty those blooms are. And it's blooming every day. Every day there's new blooms. Look how pretty. So this is a jade plant that I literally just took a stem from one that I have in a pot, which I'll show you, and I just popped it in the ground, and it has grown into that. It is so pretty. I've tried now, because I thought how pretty would it be for it to just wrap around. So I recently just stuck another one in the ground there, so it could fill in that spot. Again, the boxwoods. So this boxwood was already here, because I had a few that were just popped in already, and then I just filled in the gaps as you can see that the little ones, the new ones, just to fill in. Another Dianella. This here is just succulents. I rarely water those in that pot, but I just have a variety of different succulents there. This is a white camellia, and I just want, look how healthy and pretty that green looks. It is so pretty. Just healthy. And camellias love shade, so when that blooms, it's really pretty. They're big, pretty white blooms. I like adding little pops of color into the garden, and I've got that there and there. So a little I guess tip is these hangers don't have to be just for baskets, right? So they sell them primarily for hanging baskets, but look, I've hung a birdhouse there. I've got a wind chime on another, but I feel like it just adds a nice pop of color. This is another red bud. I think this one is the forest pansy, and I like the variation of those leaves. Oh, look how pretty that sun is coming through here. So this is my angel garden. I have the St. John Paul rose here, and those roses, oh my goodness, they smell so good just walking by. And then there's just some shrubs that fill in. And I've got the tall palm tree that at night when it's lit up, it's really pretty. Let me show you. As we come around this way, this is another nice seating area. It's usually in the shade here in the afternoon, so it's a nice place to take a break from gardening. This here is a hedge full of African daisies, and I just recently trimmed them back, fertilized them, and gave them some fresh compost, and then they should be flushing out with new blooms here. I want to point out this, these here. Look how pretty that is. The name of that plant is angel wings, and isn't that perfect to be here in my angel garden? It's kind of like a lamb's ear. It's got that velvety feel, but just that pop of color. It is a perennial, so with the frost, it'll die back, but then it'll come back. Look at the sun is starting to come in on my angel. That's where the first thing that gets sun in the morning. Love that. So as we turn around here, we see more of the oleanders. And then that's my vegetable garden. Let's come around this way. This tree was planted 6 years ago. It was a gift to me from my parents. They asked what I wanted for my birthday, and I said, I'd like a shade tree. And so we went and picked out this fruitless mulberry. And when I planted it, my dream was to someday hang a swing from it. Well, this weekend, my dream came true. I was able to hang a swing on it. So patience, right? Gardening is about patience. 6 years, and now I'm enjoying the shade of the tree and the swing. I think it's so cute. So again, as we walk this way, this is my vegetable garden. And I have a video that I did on how I created this space. I'll link it. Figure out how to link that and put that on there for you guys. This fruit tree is kind of unique. It's a plum tree, but I call it my fruit basket because it has different branches with different types of fruits. It originally had plums, nectarines, peaches, and apricots. But as it's gotten older and maybe, I don't know, tired, some of the branches have died off. So right now it's plums, and I have one branch of peaches. Let's see if there's still any left. I'll show you. So it was grafted. So there's something going on here. I don't know what's going on. I have to research that. But there's one branch that's peaches. Let's still have a few left there. These are so good. They're the yellow Freestone peaches. So delicious. Perfect for peach cobbler and just eating fresh like an apple. So I've got some tomato plants. These tomato plants are not doing too well because they're not getting a lot of sun. Again, I've turned this sun garden into shade, and these here do. I've already harvested quite a bit of tomatoes from here, and there's already some more coming because this will get sun. So that's something to keep in mind when you're picking out where to lay out your garden. Again, this used to be a full sun. It was fine, but now with the mulberry and the fruit tree getting so big, it has created a lot of shade. So here's my she shed, my newest addition. Love that. And then I've got some pots here that my nieces painted. We kind of did a garden project with them, and they just painted those pots themselves and planted these. So these are doing really well. Oh, look, the tomatoes already got some flowering, some flowers here. So they're gonna get cherry tomatoes. We also planted some zucchini, so we'll see. We should have zucchini here soon. Oh, look, this one. He's already got tomatoes coming. Look at that. And over here is my grapevine. This is a Portuguese variety called Uva de Shade, and there's lots of grapes under there. And then around the corner here is my fig tree. Oh yeah, there's some ready to harvest. I gotta get to them before the birds do. So here I have a mandarin orange tree. I actually have two of them. One pot on this side, and then there's one on that side there too. Let's show you. There. And I'm just gonna keep those in standard form, little topiary format, but they give little small sweet mandarin oranges, kind of like cuties. So I think the kids are gonna love those. So I wanna share, look how pretty this is, look how cool. Yay, these taste amazing. There really is a difference. I think tomatoes, strawberries, onions, there's just certain things that just, I mean, everything tastes better from the garden, but some things just really stand out. These are not too big, but they sure are sweet. Now I have a handful of strawberries to add to my breakfast. Okay, this little garden bed I purchased off of Amazon, and then I just added some of the trailing trellises behind it so that things could attach to it. If you don't have room for a big garden, but you did this somewhere, you could plant and harvest so much from this. I've got a couple cucumber plants in here. I've got basil, which is it's flowering because I'm trying to attract more pollinators. So there's basil, there's tomatoes, I've got some cone flowers there. Aren't those pretty? Look how pretty. I love cone flowers. I've got some peppers. This is a pepper plant, which is like the orange snackers. I just pick them and eat them right there. Cherry tomatoes ready to harvest. So I'll put a link to this garden bed underneath. I think it's cute. It's, you know, nice height. You don't have to stoop down and do your gardening. And I want to show you, look how pretty that sun is coming on my angel. This garden angel, guardian angel. This is a Meyer lemon tree, and look at all the lemons that are already on it. Let's see how many stay on there for harvesting. And then I have a friend that gave me some sort of squash or pumpkin, and I don't know what type it is. He just said it's wonderful. So I dropped some seed in there. So that's one, it's taking off there. And then here is a tiger fig tree. And these are kind of cool. These are recommended from a gardener that I follow here in California. This is his favorite type of fig, and I thought, oh, we got to try that. So when I saw the tree, I was excited to get that and add that here. I've also got my little Saint Michael the Archangel there next to the swing, and the hammock. The hammock is a great place to lay and read or catch up on my phone. So if we turn this way, so this is the view from this side. This eating area, people ask me, like, where did you find such a big table? That is actually 2 tables. Our family, when we get together, 1 table would not be enough for the seating. So I just took 2 tables and put them together, and it looks like one big long table. I love to, eating that family style. This tree here will also soon grow and create lots of shade in this area. This is the jade plant I was telling you about. Let me set my coffee down. This is the jade plant, and it's just so pretty. Very easy. It does like shade. It gets a little bit of sun here in the afternoon, but not much. It's protected with the patio. Grab my coffee and let's finish our tour. And from this area to here, so this is my kitchen window, and it is primarily all shade. I just created a space for a bunch of different ferns. I love those Boston ferns. They remind me of an aunt that used to have these outside of her house. So every time I see those, I think of her. And then my little angel. Today I am thankful, and I am. That's my HoseLink hose. It's a retractable hose, so it's really nice, always nice and tidy. So this is my the fire pit sitting area. It has been way too hot to create fires and sit around here. Again, we're in 106 is the expected high today. But in the winter, it is nice to sit around there with a cup of coffee. It is a propane, so it's very easy to just flick a switch and create a fire. Well, guys, that's it for my back garden. And I want to thank you for enjoying a cup of coffee with me and walking around my garden. I am happy to share this space with you. For many years, I didn't even step foot into this backyard because it was a different stage of my life. But as a new chapter opened up for me, I got into gardening, and I just love this that I've created. I'm not a professional by any means. I am self-taught. I've learned a lot from watching other gardeners, talking to other gardeners. And so through that process, it's an experiment, right? You learn as you go. If something doesn't do well, you try to find out why, what could I have done different? And you grow, not only, the stuff around you, but as a gardener. And I thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And until next time, happy gardening.